Today, let's talk about 5 reasons to own a Honda Rebel 500. So my first reason is reliability. Honda obviously is known for their reliability, and this bike is no exception. At least the older counterpart, the 250, there's so many left on the market. There's so many for sale, and there's so many that even run from the 80s. So Honda's reliability is definitely my first reason that I considered the Honda Rebel 500 when I was buying a bike. So then, as a shorter rider, this is an advantage. If you're a taller rider, you may not agree with this, but the Honda Rebel 500 has a seat height of 27.2 inches, which means as a person just a little bit over 5'7", I can flat foot this. So I feel super confident and comfortable on it because I can put both feet down entirely. There's no question. So my next reason for getting the Honda Rebel 500 and recommending it as a good first bike is that it's more powerful than the Rebel 300 or the Rebel 250. And I've been told by a lot of people that got those other bikes that they felt like they outgrew the 300 really quickly. And so I've talked to somebody and he had it for 6 months and felt like he outgrew the 300, meaning he wished he had a little bit more power so that it would feel more comfortable at the upper end of the highway speeds and just things like that, you know. And I think the Rebel 300 can handle the highway just fine, but I think it tops out at like 85 or 90, don't quote me on that. And therefore it kind of feels like you're pushing it if you're having to go 80 to pass a vehicle, I'd guess. And on the 500 you have a little bit of extra power, and if you really wanted to, you can cross 3 digits. So you could make it go over 100 miles per hour. I think the max speed is really like 102 or something according to one of the sites, or according to other people's YouTube videos. So it has a little bit more power. It's fun to get that little bit of extra acceleration, but it's still not an extreme amount of power. So what's nice about it is you really don't have to worry about pulling the throttle really hard and having the bike go out from under you and all this crazy stuff compared to, like, you know, some more powerful bikes. But it still has a good amount of power to be fun, and it can still accelerate in a fun amount. It's not, like I said, it's not the fastest, but it is faster than the 300, and I don't feel like I've outgrown it 6 months into riding, and I've put thousands of miles on it too. So that is my next reason. So the next reason after that is the looks. Man, it's a cool looking bike, you know, in my opinion. I like the matte black the best, and I like that it came with this dark blue. The color combination was just really good for me. I just thought it was, to me, better than the 300 because they have the same frame, and this engine fills out more of the space, so it just looks like it was designed to hold this engine, and that the 300 was just kind of using the same frame, so there's like a gap. So I really like the way that this bike looks. It's got the LED lights, it's got just a whole bunch of cool features, but it just looks really cool. A fifth reason could be the weight. It comes in at a little bit over 400 pounds, so for a beginner that's not really too much. It's not too crazy. It's not like a Harley that's weighing 600 to 800 pounds or anything, so it's easy to maneuver, and you know, it's not very intimidating, and if you drop it, it's not impossible to pick back up or anything. Another reason is it has this slipper clutch, so it's really easy to hold the clutch in. I know sometimes when I was sitting on Harleys and trying out their clutch, it's like, yeah, I get that it's like manly to hold down a clutch that's kind of hard to hold down and stuff or whatever, you know, and you got to have strength to do it, and that's kind of cool. But when you're just sitting in a stoplight and, you know, for safety purposes, leaving it in gear, I don't think that you really want to be holding in this hefty clutch that a Harley has. So it's kind of nice that the Honda has one that's really, really easy to hold in. And yeah, those are my reasons for the Honda Rebel 500 as a first bike.